What's up, y'all? Casey here. It's been a minute. I've been traveling today, and I'm finally in a parking spot where I can do some lives, and I've got probably 4 that I want to do for you. Those of you that's new to my page, so I help high-performance women in the struggle of weight problems, low energy problems, hormone problems, stress-related problems having to do with their bodies. I help them end the cycle of things not working out by clearing the reason for the struggle. Yes, we balance hormones. We do things where typically other programs and other physicians can't even give answers, and we can. It's a trauma-informed approach. If you don't know what that is, I'll give you a training, CaseyShip.com/register, and I go over, it's a really quick video, like a 14-minute video, where I break down like how I balance my hormones, total hysterectomy, 2 kids, running a busy business, like how I did it after spending, oh my God, probably over 50 grand on coaches, and just added up the years, right? Over coaches, healers, therapists, endocrine doctors, functional medicine doctors. Nobody could give me the answers. And finally, I figured it out. And so I gave you those secrets in that training. So go watch it. Today's talking about a little thing that I found about stress. So who is feeling stuff right now? We're in a full blood moon today. And a lot of the girls that are in my group are feeling it, like feeling extra stressed out. Things aren't getting done. People aren't feeling like working out. And that's kind of why women like working with me, is I give it to you 100. Like, I keep it real. And I teach that you don't have to be all in. The problem actually with why you're not where you want to be is because you have the mentality that you need to be all in, like all or nothing. And that comes from a wounded masculine energy. And you're probably like, what does that even mean? A wounded masculine energy is like controlling, perfectionism. Well, it's also wounded feminine energy, but there's a lot of things you don't understand, you don't even know right now, that's driving you, that's causing you to be stuck in the cycle. Here we are again in November. Christmas is coming up, and it's going to be, you get it, right? So if you're like the women I work with, we want to be high performance all the time. We want to get more things done in less time, and actually be able to eat more, do less, and get those bodies that we want, and be a good mom and have fun, right? We need more play. So understanding that you are a female, you are going to feel a lot more than the average person, especially if you're in my world. But right now is a level up, okay? Usually when you're about to go to the next level, you're going to feel nuts, okay? You're going to feel nuts. You're going to feel, you're going to just feel like triggered, like those old cycles coming back through, all those old stories. They're going to be played in your head right now. And it's important that you don't take action out of that fear. The reason is because if you take action out of fear and lack and scarcity, then you're just going to create more. And you don't want to do that, right? You want to create new cycles. You want to create like, hey, I want this body. I want this life. I want to be a boss biatch. You know what I'm saying? I want to be that girl. To be that girl, you have to ask yourself, well, what's she doing right now? What is the future you doing? Okay? If making the money, doing the things, having the body, she's got the body, she's got the energy. What is she doing right now? What would you imagine her doing? And then you need to act as if you already have it and do the things, right? You already know this. But I wanted to share something with you. And I thought about doing it on my personal page, but I was like, why not? Why not do it here? And hey, what's up, Courtney, Gina, Jessica, Felicia? Yeah, no, we don't know each other. I would just probably go watch my videos, because I'm giving you some personal stuff right now, and you're probably like, who are you? Why are you telling me this? But I have 2 little boys. They're 5 and 6. I actually started and I built everything when they were 2 under 2, and I had a miscarriage in between. Almost got divorced in the middle of all that. Married 7 years. Now I'm married 16. Okay, there we go. Anyway, made it through, and that's where Hot Moms, my company, came from. Is like, I found the real secret to having it all in the body, the health, the money, like all that, right? Anyway, so I had been kind of up against a new edge in the past 2 weeks. Lots of new changes. Holy crap, dude. Oh my God. Like, well, last year we were trying to hit 7 figures. Well, we hit 7 figures. We'll probably cross that $2 million mark this year, right? And you're probably like, why are you talking about money? Money has everything to do with your stress levels, okay? Everything to do with your stress levels. And I teach how to clear trauma from your nervous system. A lot of it has to do with money, because so many women go, well, I can't afford that, or what does this cost? It's time to just stop letting that get in the way of you getting the care that you need and the coaching that you need. It's actually a big block, right? It has to do with worthiness issues. So I have been up against a new edge. All these new changes, fall, I actually did a live, should be on a podcast right now, I don't know, about the seasonal changes. And a lot of people were finding themselves feeling sad, stressed out, even constipated. I'm like, if you think about it, the seasonal changes coming out from summer going into the fall, okay, we're losing, number one, we're losing daylight. So we're in the energy of loss, okay? It's darker, it's colder, it's like, hello, depression, right? Lots of changes, not to mention if things in your life actually did change. So lots and lots of changes can cause stress, right? People getting sick, you get it. Coming into the holidays, you get it. So we don't slow down enough to really feel that stuff. We just stay busy, take medicine, and keep going. And that's the problem. Well, I was out. We went out to do. Sorry if I keep hacking. Like I'm on a key right now, and I'm not used to being on this key. And I think there's something in the air. I don't know. I'm like a little hacky right now. So we have paddle boards, and I was like, I really want to go paddle boarding. And I just felt this, you know what it feels like when you're supposed to do something. So I was like, I want to go paddle boarding. And we actually went on the beach front. Normally we go in like a little bay area. Well, I wanted to go cause St. Pete Beach. I wanted to go, let's go to the beach. I want a paddle board. Dude, it's coming a tropical storm. It's a little windy, okay? A little choppy, okay? And we just had the one. My husband just had back surgery. I'm like, I'll take the paddle board. Don't worry about it. And I could barely even get the thing to the beach because of the wind, right? But I'm a strong girl, so we did it, hyper independent over here. So I get the paddleboard down to the beach, and I did. My butthole kind of drew up for a minute, and I was like, I don't know if we should do this. Don't know if we should take the paddleboard out. It's very choppy, very windy. I don't even know how this is going to work. You know what I'm saying? My two little kids want to get on there with me. I'm second guessing myself. And there's a point here, because the water and the paddleboard and everything directly correlates to what we're all experiencing right now and what's on the other side of our stress and how we need to be thinking right now. So we get out there. Next thing you know, I'm not lying. The next thing you know, my oldest is on the front. I'm on my knees. We are laughing can I say ass on here? Yeah, we're laughing our ass off. Having such a good time, screaming. We are screaming like we are on a water ride, honey. Because as we're going into the wave, we'll ride the side of the wave, push ourselves in. The nose of the paddleboard dives into the waves, comes on us, comes up that sounds horrible, doesn't it? I go straight my mind in the gutter. The water rushes, over us. We don't flip over because it's not like that. And we're on to the next one. It's like we're whitewater rafting. Okay, it was so fun. All you could hear was us screaming and laughing. It was hilarious. It was fun. I lost track of time. I mean, it was the most fun we have had in a long time. Too long. And I'm so ashamed to say that. I did. So much fun, and I'll post the photos on my personal page. I'll try to post them here as well. But we're doing that. And even we started to come back in, rest for a second, and the waves, they're pretty big because there was a sandbar right there, and that's where they were breaking. So instead of fighting the water, I figured if I got in between, ran beside the waves, it would carry me in while I paddled, and it wasn't as much work. It really wasn't. Now, I've gone paddleboarding. I don't know if you've ever been paddleboarding. I went paddleboarding on calm waters, okay? And it was almost more work than what I was doing in the raging ocean with the wind blowing and the storm coming. What? Here's why. I was using the ocean, all of the waves. I was using all that to my advantage. I was riding the wave. Using it to push me forward, and just working with the energy, right? And so it just hit me right there. I was like, number one, when I get up against a new edge, and I know how you are too. If you're following my stuff, you're probably a lot like me, where We're very type A. We want a lot. We spin multiple plates. It's just who we are. You're not going to catch us like just not doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? And it just hit me. We always ask for things to be over. Can this just be easy? Can this just be, can it just be calm? Why can't things just always be easy? Why can't things always be perfect? And every time I start to neutralize the energy, because I give you the tools to neutralize everything. That's how we remove obstacles. We don't try to like force through them. We try to neutralize the energy so they don't even seem like an obstacle. That's my secret. Everybody goes, how do you do what you do and make it look easy? Well, you have to clear your trauma. And a lot of people think they don't have any. And that's the first problem. So trauma is just how we perceive things. And usually it's like, for example, women start to take action or they will put something off. Putting something off is the number one sign of trauma. Because there's a fear there. There's a procrastination just means you're scared of something. You're scared of moving forward. You're scared of the next level. You're scared of the work that it's going to take. There's this perceived thing that you are afraid of. So we show you how to neutralize and this energy and use it and transmute it and use it to your advantage, just like I did this wave. And so I was like, that's exactly what I did, because calm waters is boring. Can you imagine if we had calm waters all the time versus the fun that I had with all those waves? Oh my God, I would feel so sad if I had only calm waters to do paddleboarding on. Like, no, we cannot wait to get back out in the ocean, like where all the waves are like really, really big waves, and the tides, it's just wacky, right? But I love that shit. And you probably love that shit. As a matter of fact, you're probably addicted to chaos like I was too, because when things get calm, we get freaked out. And then we have to go mess something up and sabotage ourselves to make us feel normal. Like, see, this always happens to me. Yeah. So, whatever's going on right now, you want it that way. So, the number one thing you need to be doing is, how can you regulate your nervous system so that it doesn't seem like it's coming at you and it's something that you're having to fight and force? And you see what I'm saying? Because we don't want a calm life. Y'all, that's boring. It's so boring. So some things to ask yourself. What would it take to feel the way you want to feel right now? What would it take to make things more fun for you right now? You can answer here, you can answer on your own time, but what would it take to help you look forward to something? And do you need to do more of that? Well, Casey, I can't, but there's the trauma. That's why you don't have the body, the hormones are, like things are not working out. It's because there's this belief that everything's on you. There's this pressure. Okay, well, move that aside. Move all that aside. And then what do you have? You see? Some of you can't even go that far because you go into freeze mode, because your old ways, somewhere along the line, you've disassociated because there was so much chaos when your nervous system couldn't handle it that you just disassociated. And now you're just busying yourself to death. Things are always getting in the way of you and your goals. And aren't you ready for that to just kind of like stop? Aren't you ready to stop being victim of circumstance? Yeah. So Casey, what do we do? So I know this is going to be hard, but it doesn't have to be. And I want you to understand, like, I would be lying if I said that it's so easy. You're going to need tools. You can't just do this, listen to a book, listen to me in free podcasts. Like, it's a joke. It's an absolute joke. I would say you can start. I mean, I've got a ton of free things you can start with, but number one today, I definitely would do those journal prompts. Get in my free group. I've got a lot more cool stuff in my free group. Here on the public pages, I don't give a lot. In the free group, we give a lot more. Hot Moms Lifestyle free group. Podcast, that's a great place to go as well. YouTube videos and stuff like that. But it's all about increasing your emotional intelligence and understanding why you're doing the things that you're doing. Why can't you allow yourself to play more? Because you feel like some ball's going to drop? That's all dysfunctional programming. It is. It's dysfunctional programming. Well, where did you learn that? Well, what if I told you that you could totally create these new programming, these new beliefs for yourself? You can. But it goes way beyond the mind, you see. You can do all the positive thinking and all these new ways of thinking, but until you train your nervous system, okay, nothing's going to happen. That's why diet plans don't work. It's why just hormones alone don't work. You've got to understand the reason why you're here, you're stuck, you're stressed, you're feeling the way you're feeling. And it comes back to, it is a type of trauma because it's a dysregulated nervous system. And that's what we help you to do, is regulate your nervous system so that the diets and the hormones and everything else can actually work. And actually, when you go to do the thing, something's not just going to come in your way and throw you off course. Because now, a healthy nervous system and emotionally intelligent person doesn't really care if anything's calm or if everything needs to calm down, or you're not waiting for the perfect time in the calm waters, because you actually prefer rocky waves. You don't really care because you're neutral. You can win with anything. You see what I'm saying? That comes from a healthy nervous system and understanding how to heal your body from the inside out. So that's pretty much what I wanted to share about the waves, and how like I was blew my mind how it was easier to paddle faster and get to where I wanted to go riding with the wave, always in forward motion, riding with the wave, okay, versus being afraid to go out into the waves like most of us are, right? Let me just wait till it calms down. That's boring. That's why you don't have the life you want. You're sitting there watching everybody else and you're on the sidelines because you're just scared to make a mistake or look stupid or fail. You're already failing if you don't have what you want. FYI. You're failing if you don't have what you want. If you don't have the answers and you don't know how. If you don't know how right now to get the body you want within 2 weeks, and you're doing all the stuff and the cardios and eating right and still stuck, yeah, it's time to weigh your ego with how you feel and what's going on, because there is a life out there that's way less work and way more fun, and you'll actually get what you want. So I would say go to Casey. If you haven't seen anything of mine, go to watch the original free training where I walk you through. I've got a board. It's like very, way better than this video as far as organization. And I go over like the fat no matter what, and the hormones, and my story about like what doctors told me about low energy and the constipation, the bloat, and the no results and all that stuff. I give you the answers, the number one thing that no other program goes over. It's there. So CaseyShip.com/register. Or you can also go to the free group. I recommend just going to the free group, looking in there, watching all the videos. I've got a free training coming this Friday that's pretty fucking epic. We're going to go over how to get in flow state. I don't know if you've heard of flow state. It's actually where everything that you want is in flow state. It's the place where you can manifest pretty much anything you want, and you'll get to where you want to go much faster. How to let go, how to actually relax versus, oh God, I used to have all these healers tell me, just relax, just relax. And I'm like, how the do you relax? If I knew that, motherfucker, I wouldn't even be coming here. I know I'm stressed. I don't relax. So I'm going to teach you all that. And that's this Friday. So go to the free group, go in there, peruse around. If you don't have a lot of time, most women that I work with, they don't have time to go around. So just go to that register link, or feel free to go to my podcast. Just stalk the training. There's tons there. What you really need to watch right now is Unbothered and Focused. Sorry. Chaotic and Powerful, Unbothered and Focused. I've got 2 trainings. If you will, you could either comment here, Unbothered and Focused or Chaotic and Powerful, or shoot me a DM and my team or myself will get you that. But yeah, we just want to help. There's no reason that we all should be running around stressed out right now. Right now is when we use that energy to create what we do want. So there's an opportunity here for you to actually shift timelines, to actually shift into the woman that you always wanted to become, but you just didn't know how, and you've done all these other programs and they haven't worked. So I got you. So go do that right now, and I'll talk to you soon.